Alrighty guys, what is going up? Welcome back to the Best Investing Money Management channel on YouTube. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the best stocks to buy this November. You could have the best trading software and strategy, and if you're not picking and choosing the correct stocks, you will lose money 100% of the time. So I hope you guys enjoy the episode, and if you guys get anything in value, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel because it really helps me out. So starting off with stock number one is Starbucks, ticker symbol SBUX. So Starbucks, over the past couple of years, they have been growing at an astonishing rate, right? Looking at lows here, you can see this stock has lows at $85 and highs here at $126. If you would have bought at the lows and sold at the highs, that's a return of about 47%, which is really strong. But the thing about it is if you actually look at the year-to-date return, right now we're looking at rated at about 3 or 4% return. And this is majority because of this major fall that this stock has had today. Now, the stock fell about 6% in a single day, which is by far one of the largest falls in a very long time that this stock has seen. Now, the reason why they did that is because they released earnings and they missed it. They missed some of their earnings on revenue and a variety of other things, which, hey, it's super common for a company to miss earnings, right? And a lot of investors always freak out and they say, oh no, this stock will never recover. The company's losing money. But hey, companies and businesses, they go up and down. All you care about is one, the long-term growth, and two, as long as they have good solid numbers, at the end of the day, one bad earnings isn't going to make or break a company. So looking at it, you can see we still have this solid upward trend, which is really nice. Highs here at 126. And now from the highs, this thing has sold off about 15% in value, which is actually quite a lot. And you can see we are on this short-term downward trend. But the biggest thing that I'm buying for this stock is these dividends. Right now, Starbucks has been increasing their dividends over the past 3 years by about 12% per year, which is really strong. So you can see it has a 25-cent dividend every single quarter, which is awesome. So now when this stock falls a lot, right now this brings up my dividend yield to right at about 3%, which is a solid return for this stock here. Especially, one, it sold off a lot, so I'm not buying at highs. Two, I'm going to be getting a solid dividend price. Three, it's undervalued on the RSI. So you can see when the stock dips near this yellow line, you can see we have this tendency to see some buying pressure shortly after. Right in here, boom, it sold off, buying pressure. So when the stock was overvalued, we had that tendency to see sell-off, which it came a little bit here and a little bit here, and those are where we had these nice spikes. It fell off a little bit right in there, and then we did get some buying pressure after. And then it sold off, by far the largest on the chart, down to a 26 on the RSI. So I think this is going to recover. I really think we might have a little more sell-off, probably to about $100 before we see that turnaround, but it's going to turn around. Starbucks is not going anywhere anytime soon. The company is very strong, has solid fundamentals, and is definitely just a solid stock to keep on watch for this month. Moving on to stock number two, we have UnitedHealth Group. This is just a solid company, beautiful upward trend. You can see these dividend payouts. They've increased them. They used to pay a $1.25 dividend. Now they pay a $1.45 dividend plus beautiful growth. You can see the year-to-date return on this thing is really strong at about 32%, outperforming all of the indexes, Dow Jones, NASDAQ, and the S&P 500. You can see it has this tendency to use this 200 moving average line as major support. So you can see it's hit it several times and we get buying pressure every single time from that. Right now, yes, it's a little bit of an overvalued on the RSI, but hey, you can see it over in here. If you'd have bought up here, you still would be up on your money. The biggest thing for this one is I just think continuation is going to be the strongest thing. There's a ton of momentum, ton of buying pressure behind this stock. The strategy that I'm using for UNH is dollar cost averaging, so you can get a good average share price, and you don't have to worry if it's overvalued or undervalued, because you just got to be consistent with your investment, so you get a good average price for that time period. It's a fantastic strategy. Stock number two is Tesla. I think Tesla is going to be one that I am keeping heavily on watch. You can see I've been buying this one for literally years, but I still think there's so much opportunity with this one. And yes, there could be a little bit of a short opportunity for sure. You can see it's 92 on the RSI, which every time it breaks even above an 80, we have this tendency to see sell-off shortly after. But the biggest thing for this one is there's so much momentum. They released earnings and the stock hasn't taken a breath yet. I really think we'll get some sell-off for sure. So this one honestly would be a good one to keep on watch for a short opportunity. But I'm a huge bull for it. So I'm super excited. Definitely dollar cost averaging, definitely keeping Tesla on watch. Solid numbers. Now stock number 4 is Activision. So this is a gaming company. So I really think gaming is such a strong sector and future. Right now, Activision has a price to earnings right at about 23, which is really strong for a growth stock. Now, at the end of the day, yes, this is on that downward trend, which is history. Yes, downward trends aren't the best, but you can see it does have the support near 74. So literally, if we draw out support and resistance, it makes everything a lot more interesting because you can see it has support at 73. We get buying pressure every time there, and it has major resistance at about $100. So you can see just from looking at this, it has this tendency to hit this, work its way back up. I think we'll see some buying pressure definitely start stepping in. Right now it's a 50 on the RSI. Definitely think this is a good one to at least keep on watch and see if we can get this breakout of the 200 moving average line. That is the zone that I'm looking at about $84. Because if we get that move, that means the bulls are stepping in back into the stock and we'll get that push back up to 100. Now the last one that I want to look at is Airbnb. Airbnb is probably one of the more volatile and riskier stocks on here, but by far it carries so much potential. Airbnb is literally it's profitable. The company makes a ton of money. And the biggest thing is they compete with all of these hotels. Hotels over the next year, in my opinion, are going to get slowly booked up, especially with how people are getting, vaccinated and everything like that. I think that travel is going to start opening up again and has continued to open up. And this is just a solid stock to keep on watch for sure. You can see it has this resistance at 174. I think we'll get a push above that here and really get a breakout from 178 to about 193, and hopefully we can get a push back up to highs. But this is just a solid and riskier growth stock, but definitely want to keep on watch. You can see it's at a pretty fair price. I just think it's a solid investment at the end of the day. So guys, that is it. These are the top stocks that I am looking to buy. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and if you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys later. Remember to stay happy, stay positive, and stay safe. Take care.